Ladies and gentlemen, many of you probably heard by now that Kyrie Irving delivered another apology today. And an hour after he did the apology, his suspension was lifted. So he said, I just want to offer my deepest apology to all those who are impacted over the last few weeks, specifically my Jewish relatives, my Black relatives, all races and culture, Irving said. I feel like we all felt the impact, and I don't stand for anything close to hate speech or anti Semitism or anything that is anti going against the human race. I feel it was necessary for me to stand in this place and take accountability for my actions because there was a way I should have handled all this. And as I look back and reflect, when I had the opportunity to offer my deepest regret to anyone that felt threatened or felt hurt by what I posted, that wasn't my intent at all. I meant no harm to any person, any group of people. Irving, who missed the past 8 straight, offered a public apology. So, ladies and gentlemen, it marks the first time Irving had met with the assembled press since the testy interview after practice on November 3rd. The All Star was suspended the next day as a result of not only his initial Twitter and Instagram post promoting the film, but also his refusal to apologize. Actually, he did. You just didn't want to accept it. And in my opinion, if they would have came back with that, it's not good enough, I would never offer you another apology as long as you're breathing above earth. You don't deserve one at that point. So, anyway, ladies and gentlemen, he said, I have no record of anything like that. So, he's talking about being anti Semitic. So, for me to react that way, it was human. And I had to give myself some grace, give myself some time to go back home and reflect. And I just started really digging deeper into my family and talking about those that are Jewish and they felt hurt. And then I had some outside conversations with other Jewish individuals, and they were hurt as well. That's really interesting. We've been hurt for 500 years, y'all. 500 years. And guess what? When we wake up tomorrow in this society, we'll be hurt all over again. So during the time the net sat down a list of remedial tasks that Irving had to complete in order to return, including meeting with Jewish leaders, which I absolutely don't think he should have to do, not unless those Jewish leaders are part of the NBA. Let's clarify the list because I think it was inappropriate the way that it was released. And it somehow pinned me in a corner as if I was guilty of something, as if I was an anti Semitic person. This label was placed upon me, Irving said. Nevertheless, the 30-year-old Irving completed the aforementioned task to Brooklyn's satisfaction after the Nets owner Joe Tsai told the Post last weekend that Irving still has more work to do. And you know what, Joe, you got a lot of work to do too. Okay. You come out of a group of people that have issues with folks that look like Irving. So you got your work to do. Irving gave an apology interview Saturday night and was cleared to play after Sunday's public apology. Irving took ownership of his journey and had conversations with several members of the Jewish community. And we are pleased that he's going about the process in a meaningful way. But see, here's my issue. And I know I don't play for the Nets and I never will. But to me, when you have a problem with a team member and your first initial reaction is to run to the press to drag that person and talk bad about them, I got an issue with you. And I got an issue with your lack of professionalism. And Adam Silver and Joe Tsai acted very unprofessionally through this whole thing. You mean to tell me somebody is on your team? And Adam Silver said he knew Kyrie for 10 years. You mean to tell me somebody you knew all that time, you didn't have the ability to confront them and talk to them behind the scenes? You acted like a baby out in the press complaining instead of taking this person to the side and saying, I didn't really like that you posted that documentary because of X, Y, and Z. You went out to the press like he was your enemy, not like you knew him for 10 years, but like an enemy. And no, I'm not going to let that go. That's unprofessional. But these are the people that claim they're so smart and know everything, but don't have any good people skills at all. Anytime you did that, instead of dealing with that person one on one, you got horrible people skills. Your social skills need a lot of work. That's what needs a lot of work. Your social skills are horrible. But y'all, please tell me what you think. I'm sure he's glad to be getting back to playing, but I have to see him out there to believe it. I no, do I believe these folks at value? No. I have to see it to believe it, y'all. I'm not quite there yet. But y'all, please tell me what you think about this video. I'm sure it's going to be mixed reactions, but I just want to say one more thing. Don't let your foot off the necks of Adidas and Nike for what they have done in this whole thing, their actions in the whole thing. If you are serious about the boycott, you'll keep it going. Let them feel the pain. Adidas is already feeling the pain, but Nike needs to feel more pain. And why don't the CEO come before the Black community and explain to us what crossing the line is? You need to clarify that with all of us in the Black community. Let us know what crossing the line is. Maybe we shouldn't cross any lines and go back in your store for those sneakers. Maybe that's the line we shouldn't be crossing. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace, family.